All eyes are on the hotly anticipated first U.S. presidential debate tonight, but the impact is being felt in BC politics as well after a carefully timed campaign event today on women's rights by BC NDP leader David Eby. For more on that, let's bring in Rob Shaw at the BC Legislature. So, Rob, what did Eby say today on the issue of reproductive rights?
Well, Stacey, Eby deliberately timed today's event to coincide with the fear people might feel watching Donald Trump tonight, saying some British Columbians should be just as afraid of some of the BC Conservative social policies, though not really offering much in the way of proof there. In fact, Conservative leader John Rustad was in Cobble Hill on the weekend, directly asked about the issue of abortion, and he said that is a federal issue and BC will not be changing anything if he wins. That was not good enough for the NDP today, who accused the Conservatives, entirely without evidence, of rolling back or considering rolling back provincial funding for abortion clinics, birth control, the morning after pill, and a new NDP initiative to fund in vitro fertilization treatment to help couples conceive.
When I hear a leadership candidate say it's a federal issue, what he's really saying is, I don't want to tell you what my position is, and I'm going to be the premier and making decisions about where those healthcare dollars go. Will that leader fund free birth control? Probably not. Will that leader fund the morning after pill for free? Probably not. Will that leader ensure that access to abortion is provided across the province where women need that service? Probably not. And that's why the question is on the ballot, because he provides that evasive answer.
The attack prompting Rustad to post on social media today that under a BC Conservative government, access to abortion, contraception and other items will remain exactly how it is now. There will be no changes, accusing the NDP of using old, dirty campaign tricks to distract voters. Unlikely to stop the NDP from mischaracterizing the Conservative position in its ongoing attempts to paint Rustad as an extremist to sway voters. Stacey?
All right. Now, Rob, last night we talked about concerns from BC's downtown businesses about rent and crime on the eve of the election. Today, the broader provincial business community came together, and what did it have to say?
Well, that's right. 7 of the business groups, the biggest ones in the province, chambers, independent businesses, coming together, holding a joint news conference today, saying that productivity, economic growth, investment and job creation are all dropping, and political parties need to put forward a plan to expand the economic base and the revenue of the province to afford future services. This comes after numerous Victoria businesses closed recently over rising rent and crime, theft and employee costs. Conservatives and the NDP debating the issue and solutions today.
On top of that, they're dealing with the street disorder and the chaos, which I think is affecting their customer base. I also think that it's affecting their ability to continue to bring in employees who otherwise, don't want to travel all the way to downtown, especially if they're working sort of those lower income jobs or those jobs in retail.
These businesses are feeling pressures when they're seeing 30 or 40% rent increases from the people who own the buildings. That's something that is beyond the control of the provincial government. We're not proposing rent controls for commercial buildings in the province. But one of the things we are looking at is supporting small businesses and the relationships with landlords.
Also on the economy today, the NDP government posting its first quarter financial results, projecting a $9 billion deficit this year, $1 billion more than the provincial budget, on track to be the largest in BC's history. Stacey, the Conservatives saying they'll try and curb spending, not promising to balance this within 4 years, but setting up another dividing line on financial issues between the two parties.